Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another video, and this time is not a Chevy. Behind me is a 1986 Toyota Starlet. Totally different than what we're used to, and I'm gonna explain you why this car, why it's here, and what we're gonna do to it. Let's go. Let's do a walk around this one. This is a 1986 Toyota Starlet, original color. It has a Spanish plate on it. I will explain that in a minute. It's a little town car. Has a 1300cc engine with an automatic transmission. 63,000 original kilometers. Or interior is all fresh and clean though. Only thing we got is because it was in Madrid and a lot of sun that the roof moldings here are coming apart. And the body has its typical damage here and there. But why this car? Why a Toyota? Let's explain the story. So this car was bought by my aunt in 1989, and the little guy you see in the picture is actually my older brother. This is the only car she had, and when she moved to Spain in 1998, she actually took the car with her. And recently she called me up saying that maybe if I was interested in the car, that she wanted to let it go. And of course I couldn't refuse that because I wanted to reunite the three family cars again, which would be my grandpa's Chrysler and my dad's Golf 1. So yeah, we made it happen, and I had the car picked up and delivered back in Belgium, and now it's reunited with the other Martinez cars back at the shop, and we're gonna do some things to it because it has some issues and it definitely can use some improvements. Let's open up the power board here, see how this works. Okay. So this is a 1300 4-cylinder 12-valve engine with an automatic transmission. And a couple of weeks ago it broke down, so it doesn't want to start anymore, so we don't know what's going on. So we're gonna do the typical diagnosis, I would say, because basically an engine only needs fuel, air and spark. That's what it needs to run. So I'm gonna walk you through to what you have to check out. I don't know anything about these cars or engines, but it's always a little the same, so let's go through it. Alright, so we're gonna start with taking the air cleaner off. See how this goes. Already seeing the fuel pump is here. Could be a problem. What can be the problems? Maybe fuel. If it's a fuel problem, can be fuel pump, fuel filter, or the sending unit that is stuck. If it's spark, it can be ignition coil that it's in here, or a relay somewhere, I don't know. We have to walk through that, see how this is all fixed. So I have no idea. I see 2 bolts here. Okay. What else we got? This little tubey thing here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So this is a carburetor, or is it fuel injection? No, I think it's a carburetor. I smell fuel though, so I think we gas fuel. The next thing we're gonna do is put a spark tester on it, see if we got spark, and we'll give it a run. Then we'll see what happens. This is really a special carburetor. I've never seen this before. Like when you hit the gas pedal, it moves like that. That's pretty odd. These Japanese are special. But I'm smelling fuel and I'm hearing it. So we got fuel and the fuel pump probably works. So I got the ignition tester 3000 here, which is just a spark plug tester. You can get these cheap on the internet. And my dad's gonna turn the key now. We're gonna check if we got spark. Ahí pa, dale. Oh, we got spark. Okay, so what can it be? If we got spark and we got fuel, why doesn't it fire? Okay, now we gotta think. Let's take a spark plug out. See what it's saying. We don't know when they've been changed anyway. Oil is good, but oh, they're really dirty. They're not filed up though, but really, really dirty though. I'm gonna clean these up to start with. Ja, Jacket, you got this. Okay, so yesterday I tickled with it some more because I couldn't find the issue, and to be honest, I still don't know what the issue was. But what I did, I blew all the vacuum hose liners, so I took them all off one by one, and I blew air through them to see if nothing was stuck. Another thing I did, I wanted to try if the valve, because you have a floater in it, and there's a little valve that will close the fuel inline. And I had a feeling that maybe that one was stuck and the bowl will get too full, and then it's just injecting too much fuel inside of the carb. So what I did was I unplugged it from this pump and I put an electric pump in it. But the electric pump did a lot more pressure than the original pump, so basically I had fuel all over the place. But maybe that helped in deblocking something in there. So anyway, what I did then was I re-cleaned all the spark plugs, and they were full of fuel, of course. And then when my boy Kenneth was here, which is like a Toyota man, it was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn the key now, it's gonna start. And I was like, nah man, it's gonna run 10 seconds and it will shut down because it has too much fuel. Well, he turned the key and the car stayed running. So I think the issue is solved, but I'm not sure. We're gonna do a cold start now and see what happens. If it fires up, then we're good. Let's see what it do. Oh man, immediately. Yeah, we good. All right, gonna turn it off before we intoxicate in here. Okay, that's good. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean the engine bay up. Here I cleaned a little already and it's coming back, and here too. So we're gonna clean it up because it probably never was done before. See what it turns out like. It's cleaning up very well, as you can see. This side is all pretty much done. I mean, I still will have to go through it again, but at least it's coming out pretty good. The whole front here too. I'm moving my way up to this side. Again, not using any fancy stuff, just an old toothbrush. This for the larger areas, and my good old oven degreaser for $2. That's all you need to do this. I'm gonna do the hood too on a later stage probably, and the whole engine. That will be the biggest job. Now I'm doing all the firewall and everything that's off the body. Like here you couldn't even see that this was body, it was all nasty, but it came out pretty good, and everything is very fresh under it because it just never got cleaned up. Look at that. Didn't do the engine yet, just went all around. Came out super good. I took some stuff apart, like the battery tray. Here we got some rust because of the acid of the battery, so I will take care of that, but nothing is rotten through, so that's good. But man, looks a lot better. Nothing like low miles cars, because under all the dirt is just clean. All right, so today we cleaned up the engine block itself. At least we can see the components now, like the intake, the alternator, all cleaned up. All the aluminum came back, very nice. And we even see the transmission now, which was all black before. And even cleaned up the hood and everything. So yeah, now I got some rust converter on this side, because this is where the battery acid was. I will give it some gray paint. We ain't gonna see a lot of it because we have the tank here for the wipers and the battery, but I just want to have it clean and protected. And then I will start mounting new parts like spark plugs, new spark plug wires, and new air filter. We will drop the oil on it, and then she's ready for a test drive. All right, so I painted this area right here. Was kind of hard to find a color to match, because if you see the inside of the engine bay is like a matte finish and not metallic like the outside of the car. But I think I pretty much matched it. It looks pretty good, and at least it's protected. So now I'm gonna be able to mount the battery back and all that, and then we'll be ready for a drive. So this is how it turned out. Got the battery tray mounted, the battery in. I painted all the battery hold downs, cleaned up the tank here, everything. Came out pretty good. Now what I'm gonna do, I got all the parts in. So we're gonna do a little maintenance on it. Gonna change the oil. Today's flavor, we got this one right here. Read some good reviews on it, so that's gonna be good. This is the filter all cleaned up. I didn't repaint it, and this is how the air filter looked like. So yeah, it really needs fresh stuff. So we're gonna be changing spark plugs, ignition wires, this cap right here, the rotor, new filter, new oil filter, and a new fuel filter too, that it's over here. So yeah, we're gonna be changing all that, and then she's ready to hit the road. All right, so we dropped the oil, changed the oil filter. Write your date and mileage on it. It's a good advice that Vice Grip Garage always gives. And since I always forget to take notes, it's good to have it on the car. The oil was darker than midnight. And I ain't kidding you, man. This is crazy. So now I just changed the rotor and the cap here. I'm gonna change the spark plugs now, and then I'll wire it with the new spark plug wires. Look at the difference between the old one and the new one. Same with the fuel filter, change that one too. Gonna mount the air filter housing and it's basically ready. All right, everything is back on, looking clean and fresh. We took that panel off and the wiper and all that, cleaned it up, looks really good. I painted the wiper arms because they were a little faded from the sun, and I'm probably gonna paint the panel too because it's all faded. Just flat black, something nice. And how cool is this? The rear windows that pop open. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I gotta take them off and like treat all the rubber here because it needs a good cleanup, and put some silicone spray on it and it will be brand new again. It's a cool little car. This is the part that goes where the wipers are, and it had a little dent here, so I pulled it straight, put some little coat of Bondo on it, sanded it smooth, put some spray putty, and now it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna paint this flat black again like original, and it should be good. Got this piece all painted up now, ready to mount it. Looks clean and fresh. Gonna show you guys on the car now. We cleaned all this part right here. Got a few clips that I was able to save. So we're gonna be mounting now this panel first, and then all the trims that I have right here that I was able to find some. So that will freshen up the car a little. And I'm gonna try to find new clips because I'm probably gonna repaint this car and do the body that it's all straight again. But that will not be for now, but I will need to find new clips for the next time I take them apart. Right, so that panel is in with the wipers all fresh and painted. This is the new old trims that we found for it. For those who wonder, best is to just slide them in and slide them out. You can pop them off here on this section because these clips are more resistible, and you can just pull them off and then you just slide this part out, because those are the clips that break. So that's pretty good. Change the tail light too. Just missing a bulb for this side, then I can mount that back up. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Next step will probably be the bumpers. I got a few hours today, so I'm gonna continue on the car. I got a bolt for it so we can mount the taillight again. Also want to change these ones because the trunk is always falling down, but I can't lift it enough because it's against the lift. How crazy that sounds. So I'm gonna move the car to change those actually, but I'm gonna take the bumper off because I have another one for it. This one is cracked here, and we're gonna see what we can come up with and give it some shine again. Let's go. I'll admit it, I didn't know how this went. Seems like the plug was on the inside of the car, so I just had to basically take it out. But yeah, I pushed it through. And it seems like I wasn't the first one to struggle with this when taking the bumper off, because they already been in here. So I'll have to fix that. But look at that. This car is in super nice shape. No rust anywhere. I'll just clean it up a little. Even these brackets are still good. They still have the tag from Toyota. So yeah, I'll be able to bolt the new bumper up pretty good. I'll clean it up a little. These sliders are still good. No problems there, just a little dirt. And this one is where the bumper was broken. But the slider is good. I think I can just... Can I just slide it off? Normally I should. I'll figure that out. Okay, I got it out. So this is one of the sliders. As you can see, it broke off on the bumper side, so pretty good, because probably hard to find this. And this one is still pretty good too. So we'll just clean up and check the new bumper out. So this is the new old bumper I got for it, which is in pretty good shape, just needs a good cleanup. But this wire was cut when they took it off, so probably gonna take mine because this one has a lot of damage. I think this one is in better shape. And I'm also not gonna use these supports because these ones are rusted and those on the car are good. But here you see actually how the bumper is hooked up. You can basically undone this one and one here. You can still access it from the bottom. There's like 4 on each side, and then we got the sliders, and that's basically it. So I'm gonna take these ones off, gonna give the bumper a good cleanup, gonna fix this, and I'm gonna remount this one because I prefer that one. And then we'll put the red stripe again. Wanna keep that like on the other bumper. But yep, let's get to it. So I was messing with my wrench and I was like, I got tools that I never use, and look at this, it works good. I'm just not used to using them, but I gotta use them. Goes a lot quicker. I noticed it had a weird loop here, but that's because They've been pulling on this cable, and then the black cable was like wired up there. So I found a piece of white cable. I'm just gonna extend it so it's the same length as the black one. I'll put some heat shrink on it. I will solder it, of course, and then this one will be good to go. So this is it. Here I did a solder to extend the cable, and then we got the other one right here. That ain't going nowhere. We'll put the heat shrink around it now, and this will be good to go. So on the new bumper we have a little dent here. We're gonna try to heat it up with the heat gun and see if we can push it out. Would be nice. So let's give it a try. We got not a lot to lose anyway. Rest is pretty okay. Alright, so heating the bumper really worked. I can't even tell where it was that we had a dent. I mounted it on the car, as you can see. It fits nicely. Here, this bracket was a little bent. My brother bent it back, but it's good. I'm gonna treat this plastic so it gets shiny again, but before that I wanna put the red line again, because it used to have a red line like on the side moldings. So I'm gonna do that on this one too, and then I'll get some shine juice on it. And the back is pretty much complete now. I'm gonna change the front one too, because it has some scuffs here. And I found a really decent bumper, so I'm gonna change that one too, but it's not urgent. By the way, got some wheels for it. These are gonna look so good on it. That's a little sneak peek. Got the struts replaced. Now the trunk is holding at least. Also repaired this rear deck, because here it was like coming loose. So we fixed all that. It's looking good now. I also gave the bumper some shine juice, and we put the red line back on it, which came out sweet. Looks a lot better now. You can see now the deck closes good. Yeah, you probably see my reflection, but it's looking pretty good. Alright, so here we have it. It's outside. Cleaned up very well. Started right up. Looks super nice. Not sure what we're gonna do with it. Definitely gonna put some wheels on it, like I already showed you guys. Got the BBSs. I dropped them off to get sandblasted and powder coated silver again. Body, the car will need body and paint, because it has its dings and stuff around here and there, but the interior is super clean. I might do the paint job on this one, a fresh paint job, fresh wheels, and it will be nice again. Here the bumper, I will be changing it in the future. Get a little scuff, but looking good. Test drive with my brother here. He was the kid that you saw in the picture. So how's it rolling?
Fine, pretty fine.
Damn. Kick down and everything, man. Go slow, man. What you doing? This dude is crazy. Even the brakes go good, huh?
Yeah.
A small little car, but it's fun to drive. Let's go back to the shop. Alright guys, that will be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, the little history on the car. We will be doing some other stuff to it and on other cars too. The next video will be my VR6, doing some upgrades on that one and maintenance and all that. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it very much. I'll see you next time.